Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to Creative Care Fridays. I am Teresa. It's nice to see you guys again. Woo-hoo. Another day of I got the Lazy Susie today. Our DIY Halloween ornaments. Isn't it so fun, you guys? And the tree was $5, maybe six, maybe it was $5.95. I should be careful about that. At the Home Depot. And it came within like 2 days. So these were yesterday's. Weren't these fun? So fun. These were, I think, Wednesdays. I don't remember, but got lots going on here. Paper tags, the spooky ping pong ball eyeballs, the little 50-cent greeting card, the decoupaged shelves, my haunted house, the three witches. Where's the other one? It's down here. You can't really see it. Lots going on. This one is coming. And today I have a bunch of things. I have some wood cut out triangles. What do you think we're going to make with them? I have this scrappy piece of tissue paper I saved from, it doesn't say, it just says thank you for your purchase. But I saved it, figuring I would use it. I have some scrap cardstock that I've cut or printed on that I can't use. And then I have a canvas I'm going to cut up, you guys. So don't get upset, all right? So here's our tree. I'm going to move it so it is not in our creative way. And we will get started. If you haven't downloaded the paper chain, the Halloween Countdown paper chain, you can. I put the link in the description. I could wrap it around up here. 30-day countdown to Halloween. You can make it all at once, or you can save it and make it as you go. All right, let me turn you guys around. Where is it? Oh, I thought I put it on. I did. There it is. Okay. Here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is move this stuff aside. I have this canvas. Don't be upset, you guys. Yes, I'm cutting it. I have my self-healing mat right here. I have my pretty sharp X-Acto knife, and I am cutting the canvas off the frame. Sometimes I will struggle and remove all these staples if I want the whole entire canvas. I have videos of me reusing these canvases for journal covers. And I need the whole thing. I'll cut these off, or I'll actually come in here and I'll cut them off. There's multiple ways. You can do it like I just did because I didn't care. You can cut along here along the staples, and then you get more of it. Or you can actually remove the staples. These staples are hard to remove, so be ready, okay? For this project, I was okay just doing this. And that kind of, let me see. What could I do with this now? We shall see. Anyway, put that aside. All right, and I'm going to line this up as best I can. I have my mat here, and I have a rolling cutter and a blade. So I've lined up my straight edge with one of the lines on my cutter. I've opened up my rotary cutter, and I'm going to try and stay close to here. I messed it up a little bit, and I'm just going to try and cut a straight line. It's good enough. Okay. Let me cut this off. Then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cut it into triangles. 1, 2. I'm just going opposite. It doesn't matter what size they are. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And put this aside and then close this up. So I have these. I have these. And then I have this. And I have some of this cardstock. So First thing, I'm going to open my Mod Podge. When you hop in, say hi. I have a special gift for you guys today. I shared up some free gratitude wallpaper for your phone. Embrace gratitude, or what gratitude means. And so I have shared that with you guys today. And now I'm going to get my little Mod Podge. And I'm going to stick some Mod Podge. This is just cardstock. And this here is some free tissue paper that came with an order I received. So I'm going to cut out 2 leaves, the orange one and the yellow one. And I'm going to Mod Podge them down. 1 and 2. I'm going to get a little bit of Mod Podge. I'm going to come back and I'm going to top coat them. Now I got a little wrinkle there because I was rushing, but with tissue paper, you can actually get rid of the wrinkles. Tissue paper is a little forgiving. It's not as forgiving as cardstock. It's not as forgiving as copy paper, but you can maneuver it. The one thing you can't maneuver is napkin. So once you have your napkin down, your napkin is down. Now what I could do on this canvas, I could paint it white because you're going to see, but I think this cream color for the back of my canvas is good enough. If I was doing it on the front, or if it was a darker color, I might want to paint it first. But since it's the cream color, I think it's going to work. So I cut out a yellow, and I'm going to seal that. And then let's come over here. Let's add a little more. I didn't leave enough. When you're doing canvas, the canvas soaks up the Mod Podge. So you have to work quickly and you have to do a good enough coat of Mod Podge. I felt like our tree, oops, I'm not going to go down there for that. I felt like our tree needed some color. A lot of the tree, I have some yellow and orange on there, but a lot of it has been black and gray as well because it's a Halloween tree. So I felt like we needed a little pop of color today. So I found this tissue paper and we're going to make some candy corns. Okay, so I used the tissue paper. I did 2 on my canvas and 2 on my copy paper, and we're going to put that aside to dry for now. I'm going to close up my Mod Podge. Good morning, Virginia. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? I'm going to lay out my candy corns. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And I have my paint. I don't want to use this brush. I'm going to dip it in the water, and then I'm going to put it aside. I dipped my Mod Podge in the water. I don't want to clean my Mod Podge brush in my water, but I did want to dip it in my water cup. So I can wash it when I get done. The water helps the glue like not set if you soak it in some water. I'm going to paint all these canvases a base coat of white. And then these little tiny triangles I cut with some scrap wood. And I'm going to show you how we're going to make that. So big, well, it wasn't really a surprise, but my daughter number 2 came home last night. So, of course, I went in her room at 7:30 this morning and woke her up. I think she didn't get home until like 2 a.m. That's okay. She's still in bed. But I did have to go in there and jump on her bed and wake her up and give her hugs and kisses this morning. It's all right. I'm a mom. I'm allowed to do that. So I am painting up all these. Now my canvas is starting to curl because of the moisture in the paint. And it's not a stretch canvas. When canvas is on the wood, it has no place to go because it's stapled on there really tight. That's why they staple it on there really tight. But my canvas is soaking up the moisture, and now it is starting to curl. So in order to fix that, I'm going to unbend it. And actually, I should do it. No, I guess I could do it this way. I'm going to put a little bead of glue in here. They're still a little wet, but I'm going to put a little bead of glue in here. And then fold this, because that will sturdy it up and keep it from curling on that side. All right, and then I'm going to put it down. So I'm just taking the wide end, and they're triangles, so that could be like any end really. I'm going to run a bead of glue down here, and then I'm going to fold it. I'm using this knife so I don't burn my finger, but hopefully I don't cut my finger either. Okay, and this way it'll stop them from curling. Ooh. There we go. I use my paintbrush instead, so I'm not freaking anybody out. There we go. And this is a canvas I cut. I don't even care what's on the other side. It's just a little abstract. It was Fall Eiffel Tower. And now I'm using it to make these little candy corns. I'm not even going to paint the other side. It still has the fall colors and it'll be fine. And I'm just folding the bottom and putting them over this way so they stop curling up. Yesterday, I don't know where you live, but yesterday, well, I know where Virginia lives. Yesterday, it poured rain here all day, all day. The flowers needed it, the trees needed it, the grass needed it, the animals needed it. Poured rain all day. And today, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So let me get a little sip of coffee, and we will get moving on. If you just hopped on, good morning. Welcome to Creative Care Fridays. We're adding a little bit of color to our Halloween tree that I've been working on for a week now. I have some little triangles. I decoupaged some leaves onto this canvas I cut up, and I decoupaged leaves onto scrap cardstock. Let's get rid of the knife. Okay, back to painting. I am doing my candy corn, so I base coated everything white. These are tiny, obviously. We didn't get a lot of rain in Holbrook. Oh, you didn't? Oh my goodness, that's so weird. It poured here all day, Virginia, all day. Buckets. That is so, well, I guess it's not weird. It's not unusual. 5 miles away, probably didn't even rain in East Merges. I don't know, I was home, but it poured rain all day. So instead of trying to make little stripe after little stripe after little stripe, first I base coated, yes, I'm getting my hands full of paint, that's okay. First I base coated these white. It helps with the paint. Now I'm taking the yellow and I'm just painting everything yellow. It's easier that way. Okay. Oops. Let me wipe off my hands. Now I'm going to turn these guys over and fix the cut. See? Much better now, right? They're not curling up. And there we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to do the same thing with these. I base coated them white, but now I'm going to paint the whole bottoms of them yellow. These are a little bit bigger, so I only have to paint the bottoms. I'm going to leave the part that's going to be white on top, which actually even gives me then a place to hold. Now you can punch holes in these with a hole punch, or you can use string and attach to the back. You can put them on picks or toothpicks and stick them in the branches, whatever you like. I have a few gifts for you guys today. I have shared the paper chain. Don't forget to use code all caps CCFFREE for the Halloween paper chain countdown. And then I created some free phone wallpaper for you guys, a full gratitude phone wallpaper. The link is down there too as well. And I'm having my iced coffee. Funny story. Can you guys see this? Of course, this cup has been washed a bazillion times. I could probably, it's a funny story. I could take my nail and scrape it off. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to try. But anyway, a few years ago, I'm in the kitchen and my husband goes to me, "Hey, that's a nice bird you painted." I'm like, "Bird? What bird?" He's like, "The bird on your cup." I'm like, "What bird on my cup?" And he's like, "There, right there, that bird on your cup." And I was like, "What?" I was painting and I went like this and scraped my paintbrush along my, good morning, Sue, along my cup. Does it look like a bird to you? I don't know. It doesn't look like a bird to me. Kind of looks like a little bit of the face of a jackrabbit, maybe. Those fake things with the horns. I don't know. But I was like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's a bird I painted on my cup. Thank you." He's a funny, funny guy. All right, let me get some orange. So, but I can't complain. He had to wait over an hour, almost 2 hours last night for my daughter's plane. She was late coming in from, well, she lives in Costa Rica, but her plane, she changed planes in Miami. She had a layover in Miami, and then her flight was delayed leaving. So after a long day at work, he was waiting, and they didn't get home until like 1:30 in the morning from the airport. I was sleeping, you guys. I love my daughter. I'm very happy to have her home. But I need my sleep, you guys. I had to go to bed. I knew she was in safe hands. I knew she would be fine. He mumbled something or said something to me when he came in, so I knew that they were in. But you guys, I go to bed early. I'm like old now, and I need my sleep. So she understands. It's all good. I like the way the orange looks now when I paint it over the yellow. It kind of blends a little bit. My yellow is still a little wet, and it gives it a nice color. So instead of trying to sit here and do all these stripes that they line up and you don't mess up, it's so much easier to just paint the one color and then go back and add the rest of the colors. Good morning, Carol. Happy Friday to you. TGIF. We're adding a little color to the tree today. I cut up a canvas, a fall canvas, because you guys know I have dupes of canvases everywhere. I cut up a full canvas. I cut up these little tiny triangles, and I have some fall decoupage sitting over here. So we're going to move these to the side, and we're going to see if this stuff, oh yes, it's dry. So let's cut these out. So this was tissue paper I got from somewhere. I thought it would have the company name on it. The card just said thank you. Thank you for your support or something like that. I do that too when I send stuff out. I send a postcard. Actually, this time of year, when October starts, all my orders for October and November, if you order something from, well, physical, if you order something that gets shipped from my website or my Etsy, it comes with a free ornament. I've been doing that the past couple of years. So for October and November, any physical product, not a digital download, because a digital download, I'm not shipping you anything. And so then I'm not going to ship an ornament. Plus, you guys know I'm so good to you with all these freebies anyway. So I decoupaged this tissue paper onto cardstock and onto, I'm not going to bore you with cutting, and onto canvas. So I'll do one of each. I'll do the cardstock one, and then I'll do the canvas one in yellow so we have both. I'm actually liking, I'm not going really, really close. You do you. But as I cut this out, I'm leaving a little bit of a border around the leaf. And look how cute. So I just took tissue paper, Mod Podged it. I could paint the back of this, which I think I might paint the back of this while we're sitting here. This way it can dry. There we go. Let me move out the way. Oops. All right. And then I did the same thing. This is a canvas. I took it off the frame at the beginning. And I decoupaged my leaves onto here as well. Let's move this stuff. I got stuff everywhere. So this one we'll cut out later. This one we'll cut out later. And this one I'll kind of cut out now from the canvas. This one doesn't need to be painted on the back because it's already painted because I reused a canvas for this. I have been trying to come up with ways to reuse my canvases for a while now. I've used them for junk journal covers. I've used them for bookmarks. Now I'm using them for decoupage ornaments, which I didn't even think of before. So this is a great idea. I don't know. It just came to me when I saw the tissue paper laying there, and I'm like, why did I save that tissue paper? Oh, I know what I can do with that. And so here I am. So Carol, good morning. Happy Friday. You see thank you. See, Pam? You see the bird? He saw the bird. Who sees a bird? You guys must be, if you see the bird on my cup, use spirit animals with my husband. Isn't it sometimes you can look at something and like not see it at all, and then somebody will say it, and then you can't stop seeing it? Somebody, if you're watching me on the YouTube, I had a viewer, YouTubey, recently tell me, can you cut that stuff out ahead of time? Nobody wants to see you sit there and cut paper. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I guess if I was more prepared and did it like those cooking shows where you make 5 different ones in different stages of doneness, and through the miracle of television and the magic oven, you can pop them out. I guess it would be okay, but I don't. Sometimes I'm prepared way ahead of time, you guys, and then sometimes like today, I'm like, it's in flight. Yes, it is. What should I make? And that's just how I roll. Okay. So back to these guys. So aren't these so cute? These are going to have to get dried. Everything's going to have to get dried. These don't have to get dried. Those can wait. These I'll cut out later. Let me grab my gun. I'm going to dry these upside down so they don't curl. These two are recycled canvas. To stop them from curling, I just folded the bottom part of the triangle up and painted it so they would stop curling. It made it like a little bit more sturdy. I'm not concerned at all with what the back of these look like. We have our candy corn going on here. I just need to dry it. These will work better. If I dry them, my glue stick will work better. So, you guys enjoying the 13 days of Halloween? If you are, that's why I said 31. If you go over to my YouTube page, or if you're on my YouTube page, I have an entire playlist from last year of 31 days of Halloween. We made earrings, we painted glass, we painted canvas, we made t-shirts, we did decoupage. It was 31 days. It was exhausting, y'all, but I did have a lot of fun. But it was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. But it was fun. And so that is still there. I believe you can still get the downloads. The downloads are still there. Now I'm going to stack these a little bit underneath, I think, because this is going to be one big ornament. That's why I made them so little. Okay, they're little because they're going together, and then they're going to be one ornament. A little bit of tiny glue. Okay, I stacked them in a zigzag. I'm going to get my string. I'm going to put a little knot on the string. Actually, it's going to be too small, I think. I think I'm going to have to twist it and make sure I put a big dollop of glue. Get the back of my brush and get my string in there. Okay. So there is my, isn't that cute? Oh, look how cute, look how cute, look how cute. Okay. These, I think I can poke a hole in. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I'm going to put it on the back because you might not have a pull punch. That one. And then this one is the canvas with the back painted. Okay. Let's get rid of this because this is messy. And we'll get our twine out again. 1, 2. Anything can be an ornament, you guys. I'm going to put a knot down here and tie it up. And then I'm going to put it through and then put it through. I'll give it a little snug. It's caught on something. I don't know what. There we go. Give it a little bit of a snug. You can use wire. You know what? I might get twine. Let me get a little bit thinner twine from my canvases. I think that'll work better. There it is. I got that part out of there. There we go. Okay, we got one leaf. We have our candy corn. Our tree needed a little bit of color. Just a little bit. Here's my coffee can that I keep my twine in. This twine I have in here is a little bit thinner than that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's tie a knot. So what's going on? Anybody have plans this weekend? We are going tomorrow. We are going into New York City. For those of you who don't know, I live on Long Island. About an hour and a half train ride from New York City, the Big Apple, Manhattan. And we are going into the city tomorrow. Me and my husband and the girls, and we're going to see a comedy show. Who knows who Nate Bargatze is? We're going to see Nate Bargatze. We are all excited. It is a matinee, and then we are going to early dinner. So that is tomorrow. That's why they're home. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Pray for sunshine. We're taking the pray for the trains. If you live on Long Island, you know. Do you remember, Virginia, when all day, what was it? Walk FM and what was the other station? Used to be like Long Island Railroad is on or close to schedule. Every day they would be announcing it on the radio. Long Island Railroad is on or close to schedule. What did they mean by how close? And actually, that one ripped. Since then, they've improved quite a bit. So that one, the hole was in a very thin spot and it ripped. Just so you know, be careful. So now I'm going to do this one a little bit more gentle. Okay, there we go. So there's my candy corn. This one I don't care about. I'm going to toss it. This one I was going to do on the back, just so if you guys don't have a hole punch. Thank you, Carol. You can see how it works. So I like to put a knot in my string first. The knot gives it something to like really hold on to in the glue. And then there we go. And there's a fun little set, add a little pop of color to the tree. Let me string these two up, and then I'll grab the tree real quick and show you guys where we are at. Oh, this is the Halloween 31 journal prompts. It's actually more, it's 42, but 31 sounded better. And I'm sure you'd rather get extra than less. So I dropped the link for this. This is a pack of cards. If you're doing paper crafting, you want to get into paper crafting like I've been lately, you don't have any ideas, you don't know where to start, add a favorite flower, drip paint on your journal page, doodle with your eyes closed. That's a fun one. Use washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, that's fine. Skip it. That's why there's 42. Add texture. Snooze. Add texture. That could be with anything. That could be with sand. That could be with glitter. That could be with salt. Just add texture. Layer 3 papers. Take any 3 papers and layer them up. So this is a journal prompt. It's a digital download with a video that shows you how to put the box together. It's Halloween themed because it's Halloween, but the prompts are not full. The prompts are very generic, and you can use anytime. I've shared the link with you guys as well. So I'm going to do this one a little different. I'm just going to string it through. Instead of doing the knot, I'm just going to do the knot up here. I love paper crafting, journaling, and mixed media. Carol, me too. And you've been following me a while. It's new to me. I was all about the painting. And now, well, it's funny because when I first started out, oh my God. So the other day it was 9 years. Oh my God, you guys, listen. The other day, holy moly. The other day it was 9 years since my sister was stolen away. And if you don't know, pretty bad. My sister was stolen away by a hereditary genetic brain disease. It's called CJD. You can Google it. It is awful, horrible disease, and an awful way to be stolen away. But anyway, so it's been 9 years. So I've been doing this for almost 9 years now, because that was my inspiration to, you only live once, find joy, do what you love, all that, all those cliches that we hear every day, all day, and we ignore. And she ignored. Uh, and so I've been crafting for years, but just paper crafting. So when I first started out, my cards and my quest was to be mixed media. But since I am a certified one-stroke painter, I kind of went the way of just of acrylic painting. And now I have circled 9 years later back to paper crafting and mixed media. And it's so refreshing, especially after last year. I was a little burnt out, and it is the paper crafting and the mixed media has ignited a new passion in me. That's why I started these Creative Care Fridays to share with you guys. Nothing complicated, just easy stuff. But yeah, it has been 9 years, and weird. So you learn. I remember, so my mom died in 1994. My first daughter was, I hate to bring you guys down, but my first daughter was 5 months old when my mom passed. My mom and my sister, their birthdays were a day apart, February 1st and February 2nd. And when my mom died, like that following 1995, when my sister's birthday came around, she took off from work for her birthday. And she had never, ever done that. My sister was a teacher. And teachers get a lot of time off. I'm not poo-pooing that, but I'm just, stating the facts. Teachers get a lot of time off. So they don't really take other time off. And so in 1995 was the first day my sister took off for her birthday. And she was so upset and sad. She called me and she was like, I took off for my birthday. I can't believe that I wasted all these years and didn't take off for my birthday or mom's birthday and share our birthday. The birthdays were a day apart, and she never, we celebrated birthdays, but it was usually on the weekend. On a Sunday, we'd have family dinner, we'd have cake, whatever. But my sister never made a special point of celebrating my mom's birthday and her birthday together. And that always, always bothered her. And so when my sister passed, it was quick. From the time she was diagnosed, and I use that term loosely, to going, it was 8 weeks. She went from being pretty much fine. There were hints that there was something going on, but we really didn't know. 8 weeks, boom. And it was hard. The grieving was hard. And art is what helped me. And then I'm like, you know what? If art is helping me, it's helping others as well. And I'm going to share it. And so back to, I originally started out doing mixed media. And now here I am, back to mixed media. I went by the wayside with the paper craft, with the acrylic painting, and now I am back with the paper crafting. So let me show you guys a little pop of color on our tree. Actually, I do have, with the orange ribbon, there's a pop of color, but let's see. I'm doing my little candy corn. Where's my wood one? Isn't this one so cute? Look how cute that is. And that was so simple. A little bit of scrappy wood. Put that one up there. A little bit of candy corn. Then we have our fall leaves. Put that one there. You guys, I am loving, loving, loving it. These are the ones I did on Wednesday with the rub-on transfers. You are so welcome, Carol. There we go. Let me get another candy corn on here. Oh, some of them that you can't really, this one's down here, you really can't see. Let me pick it up. Let me pick it up. There we go. Cute, simple, fun, just little filler ornaments where you need some color and you're not doing big, giant ornaments. And so there we go. You can do it all. Thank you, Virginia. Oh, sometimes I don't feel like that, but thank you. But you know what, Virginia? Sometimes, and I say this with the utmost humility, I cannot necessarily can actually do it all, but I feel like I can teach it all. I feel like even if mine's not perfect, and I could care less if anything is ever perfect, even if mine's not perfect, I feel like I'm, and again, with the most humility possible, I feel like I can explain it in a way that other people can learn from me and do what I'm doing, even if mine's not perfect. Yours could be better, and I would love for you guys to be better. I don't care about that. You guys can take what I teach you and make the most outrageous crafts and art. I would love that. But I feel like I could show you guys how to do it in a way that you understand, and then you can make it your own. So I'm all about you guys using what you have, making it your own, and let's just have fun. So thank you. Thank you. These were cute yesterday. Free download for this one. Free download, free download, free download, free download. And then, of course, we have the paper chain. Anyway, and you guys got some free full wallpaper today for based on gratitude because um, there's no reason we should all have a little gratitude. We should be grateful for even like the smallest things. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. TGIF and my